Hey guys, this is Wayne and I'm back again with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the Flash Acoustic series cables. So there's 4 cables that it comes with. We have the Blaze, which is retailing for about $539. We have the Thanos, spoiler alert, this is my favorite, and that retails for about $639. Then we have the Ultron, which retails for about $1,019. And last we have the Venom, which retails for about $1,289. So this was received from my friend, Enigmatic Photos. Jonathan, I'm gonna drop his channel. And this was part of a MusicTeck promotion of getting a chance to listen to some awesome cables and review them. So shout out especially to MusicTeck. Leo, you're awesome. Don't let anybody else tell you you're not. But yeah, getting into it, there's 4 cables. They all 4 of them have different character and offer different sound impressions to it. And so I think each one provides really good value depending on what you're looking for, what the sound is, and everything. So I use specifically 2 different IEMs to really get through it. I did do testing on other IEMs, but I found the biggest difference were in the FlipEars Aurora, which I have on demo at this time, and then the Fur Audio RN6. Those were my main testing IEMs to really get an idea of what it was doing to the sound. I did use other IEMs as well, including the ZiiGaat Odyssey, the Arcadia, a few others, just to kind of get an idea. But for the most part, my impressions kind of held true to each one. But it was especially amped up in both the FlipEars Aurora as well as the RN6. So in each section, my sound impressions is based off of what I heard from the FlipEars Aurora as well as the Fur Audio RN6. So I'll do a quick thing about showing how the unboxing experience goes, and then we're going to get right into it. Okay, so this is going to be an unboxing experience for the Flash Acoustic cables. We have 4 total. I'm just going to unbox 1, which is the new Venom flagship, and then I have 4 other cables. So let's go over the first one, which is the Flash Acoustics Blaze. It's kind of a red variant, which looks very lovely in hand. Then we have the Thanos purple variant. And then an Ultron cable. Now this one was the previous flagship. This one I think is kind of a like subtle white-black variant. Wait until you see the Venom. So this is the box. Kind of see it tells you what you get in this, the 4.4 with the ConX terminations. In ConX, what that basically means is you get the 2-pin as well as an MMCX. And kind of see the general box. Let's go ahead and slide that through. Put that off to the side. And you get a little bit of marking materials here on the inside, which kind of just talks about the general idea of the cable and whatnot, as well as a warranty card. This was manufactured over in Hong Kong with the serial number. Welcome abroad to your colorful music world. Kind of nice little touch. And this is the Venom, which is opposite in color of the Ultron. Now, where the Ultron is white with black braids, this is black with kind of a white sparkly braid. And honestly, I think the Venom is the best looker by far. By far. So, what else you get with it? The ConX terminations, and the way this works, you have a little tool, and essentially the idea is you can kind of play around with your terminations and make it fit for whatever IEM you have. So if you have a 2-pin, you would kind of use this tool to remove, and then you would in turn replace it with the MMCX. And then you also get a that little strap to bundle up your cable nicely. So this is the Venom, and again, just a gorgeous looking cable. I'll do more in the actual breakdown of each one's, but as you can kind of see, looks very, very nice. Let's wrap it up real quick. Rody wrap for life, and there you go. that is the Flash Acoustics Venom and the general unboxing experience. So this is the Flash Acoustics Blaze. Now the Blaze is a $539 cable, and the wire structure is custom lits and what they call X-Cross, which also has nano silver gold oil soaked with silk wrapping. That's just the general wire structure. The material itself is gold plated 7-knock copper with silver copper alloy and 7N SC-OCC copper. That's all the materials that you're looking for in this cable. The actual look itself, very nice. I like the kind of red and white blend. The cable itself feels very nice in hand. It's not the most like loose. It feels nice and soft. It maintains pretty good structure. It is a little bit memory prone at times, I found. But overall, it's a very nice cable. Wraps pretty well. Settles very nicely. Now, this cable, when I ran it through my test IEMs, it gave me a bit more of a mid-bass boost with a lower mids boost. And it wasn't like it was trying to warm it up, but it gave me a little bit more of that lower mids, like, boosted to the male vocals and instruments. And overall, like, I think it did a great job of providing some extra, like, instrument separation. It sounded a little bit more resolving, but at the same time, it kind of shortened the soundstage a little bit, so it was a little bit more intimate sounding. I think overall, it's a good cable. It would work really well if you have a warmer set and you're trying to like bring out a bit more to separation details. Try to give it a little more mid-bass as well. It's a very good cable, and probably not necessarily my favorite cable from Flash Acoustics, but it works really well, and it looks very nice. Pairs really well with the ZiiGaat Odyssey. Okay, so this is the Flash Acoustics Thanos, my favorite cable from Flash Acoustics. This one retails for about $639, and the wire structure is the same as the Blaze, but the material is different. It's gold-plated 4N silver, plus palladium-plated 4N silver, plus 7N SC-OCC copper. Works really well. I love the aesthetics with the purple and black, and I have this attached to the QOA Adonis New, just because purple, and it looks very nice. I think it's actually a bit softer than, honestly, the Blaze, and I think it wraps a little bit nicer. So, doing a roadie wrap real quick. And honestly, I think it settles pretty nicely. Works really well. So the sound characteristics in this case, the sub bass is deeper sounding, and I think it does a really good job of really warming up your music. I think overall, like the aesthetics aside, the sub bass is deeper, the note weight is thicker, the bass is thicker feeling. The treble is a little bit more tamed, I think, and it's not like it's intimate sounding. I think it's a bit wider sounding than the Blaze itself, but it has very good control over the treble, and I think it tames it a little bit. I think out of the four, this is the most musical of all the cables, and I think if you're looking for good balance, you're trying to bring warmth out of a IEM, this might be the set to go for. I think it's my favorite out of the four, and it's just a nice cable. I think it works really well. Purple is a very nice touch. Okay, so this is the Flash Acoustics Ultron. Yes, robotic. Now, this, you might be wondering, am I pairing all these IEMs and the cables just for colors and looks? Yes, because this is the Tangzu Yujin G, and it looks gorgeous with the white. It looks fantastic. That's why I did it, to show off how aesthetically pleasing it looks. So, same exact overall assembly for the wires, but in this case, for $1,019, you're getting gold-plated 4N silver, palladium-plated 4N silver, 4N pure silver, and then 7N SC-OCC copper. Now, in using the Ultron, what I got was everything was more balanced, and it's a bit more resolving, a lot more layering. The the soundstage was wider overall in how it sounded. There was a lot more detail. I think the bass was a little bit better than the Blaze, but it's not quite the Thanos or the next one, the Venom's level. It didn't necessarily sound thicker or anything like that. It didn't sound as warm. I think it really just sounded like it was more transparent and bringing out a lot of the details in the IEM itself. So if you're looking for a cable that kind of does that aspect, where it's really trying to boost up what the IEM presents in more detailed, like the Ultron does that. I think overall it's a very nice cable. Actually, I think it's a little bit softer than than even the Thanos, but it's a very nice overall cable, as you can kind of see. Pairs very well, and I think it's probably one of the more like audiophile. It's not necessarily my favorite cable from Flash Acoustics, but it looks very nice overall. All right, and this is the Flash Acoustics Venom, their new flagship cable. This comes in at about $1,289, and it is one of the nicest cables ever handled, looked at, and yeah, it pairs really well with everything. The color is that black with white accent. It's just a gorgeous cable. Honestly, it's a very gorgeous cable paired up with the RN6 here. The materials is ridiculous. So you get gold-plated silver alloy, gold-plated silver gold alloy, palladium-plated silver gold alloy, and then I had to look at the periodic table because if you look at it, it says AG-AU-PT alloy, which, when you look at the periodic table, that's silver, gold, and platinum alloy as additional material, and then the base is the 7N SC-OCC copper. Now, that's a mouthful. It is a very nice cable. It works really well. It's probably the softest. It's the most premium feeling, honestly. It wraps phenomenally. There's very little memory prone aspect to this case, and it just works really, really nicely. Sets perfectly. So, how does this sound? It is the next level up of the Thanos, and it kind of blends in between the Ultron and the Thanos in this case. So you get great separation, it's wider sounding, the note weight is thicker, phenomenal sub bass boost, and mid bass is still good, a little bit better than normal. It is very immersive sounding, and I wouldn't say it's as wide sounding as the Ultron. The Ultron is probably the widest sounding one, but overall I think it does a very good job of balancing warmth and detail. It is closer as being as resolving as the Ultron. It's a very bold sound, and that's the overall signature that the Venom gives you. It's a bigger, bolder, better sound. Brings everything to life, and it enhances what your IEM you're using. So like in case of the RN6, it just really brought up to another character and really unlocked it in a way. So it was a bolder sound. Just the bass was phenomenal, and overall, the Venom is probably my second favorite, if only because the Thanos is just so much character in that warmth, and it works really well overall with a lot of different IEMs, but that's the Venom, and it's a phenomenal cable. So that is it for my Flash Acoustics video. Overall, I really like the Flash Acoustic cables that I had an opportunity to check out. The favorite of the four were the Thanos, which I have paired up with the KOA Adonis New just for aesthetics. It doesn't necessarily fix the KOA Adonis New, but it's trying and does a really good job. Looks phenomenal. And then the second would be the Venom cable, which is phenomenal. Overall, I think Flash Acoustics provides really good value. The cables are very soft. They're not too memory prone. I think they work really good as aftermarket cables if you're in the market for one. Again, my favorite were the Thanos. It's the warmest of the set of all four. The Venom has a bit more warmth than the others, like the Ultron and Blaze, not as much as the Thanos, but it does a really good job of really making the sound like through the RN6 and the Aurora like bigger and bolder and overall better. I think it is a phenomenal combination. So if you are in the market for these cables, or if you're in the market for really good cables to add to your chain, I highly recommend Flash Acoustics. You can check out the link below to MusicTeck to purchase them. But overall, I really like them, and if you're in the market, go check them out. So yeah, again, I'm Wayne, and thanks for watching.